everybody. Other side? That's fine. Okay, we can do that. Hey, tell me when, dude. Hey, Joe Carberry here at the 2013 Canoe Kayak Awards presented by Verizon. I am with the one and only Evan Garcia, who is up for Paddler of the Year tonight. Evan, how nice is it to have people kind of recognize how well you've done the last few years? I'm impressed myself. It's fun to watch.
I mean, it's just cool for me because I grew up just like the biggest whitewater fanatic, so I looked up to so many people, and I just they were my idols, they were my gods when I was a kid. So if that's the case with kids and with other people, and they look up to me and what I'm doing, that's awesome. That's completing the circle for me, and that's just an honor, really.
Talk about that a little bit. I mean, when I remember, a lot of people don't realize this about you. In 2007, you won a world championship in freestyle. As a junior, you beat Dane Jackson. I was there. Great. That was the last great freestyle event, in my opinion. And how nice. What kind of kids are you seeing? Who are your heroes? When you were a kid, you were looking up to people. Who are you seeing now down there? That you're like, wow, that kid is sick.
Obviously, there's Dane Jackson. In my opinion, probably the most pound-for-pound, raw talented kayaker out, because he spends more time on the river, and it's just impressive to watch him kayak. Pure boat control, pure comfort, awesome. And then Ben Mar, love to watch Ben Mar kayak. That's R&B music playing in your ear. It's Ben Mar's playing
so smooth.
And then, my buddies, I just love to watch guys that I'm with all the time just step up to the plate when they're scared. When I'm scared, and I see them prevail and just have fun and just live life to the fullest. I look up to people that have fun out there, that take everything in and just love every minute of it. That just reminds me what's sweet in life. That's who I like to surround myself with. That's who I look up to, because there's darkness out there, and I don't want that creeping in. So I like to see that
soulfulness.
It's good. It's awesome.
Well, I want to talk a little bit. I want to go back to that freestyle thing a little bit. When you were, like I said, 2007 World Freestyle Championship. And to me, it's there's all this talent in freestyle. There's been basically a generation that's sort of left the sport behind. So Rush, even Ben. And it's kind of sad a little bit, I would say, just because it's a showmanship thing. It's a way to show the world what the sport is. And it's do you kind of look at it as it's a little bit tragic almost that all this talent doesn't get to showcase itself in front of the world?
I mean, most of all of my best friends and me especially, I grew up that's what I loved to do. I looked up to Marlon Long and Patrick Camplin and Barry Cannon and David Grubbs and all those guys, because I love freestyle kayaking, and that was so cool when I was growing up. And I really give that that's the reason why I'm good at kayaking, because I just learned how to control my boat, how to be upside down, how to roll up. It's a bummer that something that has so much potential has just been kind of dumbed down to such a low level, where you're seeing these small holes and just a little routine, where there's such an amazing potential for a cool aspect of our sport, 2007 Worlds, minibus, the Ottawa River, I don't know how many thousands of CFS, an amazing dynamic wave, people catching tons of air, getting beat down. There was showmanship, there was style, videos, photos, media, it's frenzy. It was awesome, and that's kind of been left because, I don't know, maybe the passion with the right people, the people that need to be there to plug it in and do it, it's kind of left. Rush, Rush he owns the whitewater world, man. It's Rush Sturgis, and he doesn't do it anymore because it's lost its power, it's lost its size and everything. It's just these little play boating features, and it's hard. I don't do it because I can't really, because I've never put myself into it.
Looking to the future, you guys have you've been part of these great events, these whitewater Grand Prix, that are just awe-inspiring. They're so remote that a lot of people can't see them, which they would want to. That doesn't mean you can't do a webcast. Do you as an ambassador now, you're only 24, 25, but you still have an opinion on where the sport's going and what can be for the future. What do you kind of see that we could do to kind of showcase the sport? What would be your ideal picture to showcase
progress to a level where everyone can get theirs. You know, like people are working hard out here. You know, like you guys, everyone's doing their best to like make a living out of this because we love it, man. We love it, and I would just love to see the people putting the work in to get paid off, and for everyone to prosper like that. You know, it's like Whitewater has the most enthusiastic followers and athletes and supporters. Like we love Whitewater. We love Whitewater. Everyone does.
Love us some Whitewater. Well, since I have you here though, and talking about that network, you know, and all this passion for this sport, Rob Lesser is going to be honored tonight with our Lifetime Achievement. And how nice is it, you know, when you go do the Sakine, I don't know if you ever did this, picked up the phone and gave Rob a call, or one of your friends when you were going up there to run the river gave him a call, or how nice is it to see a guy like that be honored in front of basically people who love him?
I mean, nobody will ever truly understand the depth of whatever mentally went into Rob's decision to go up there and do that in the 80s. You know, where that was so far beyond the spectrum of what was there. And it was being run what was possible in a kayak. You know, he was a dancer, you know, which is a 12-foot boat. I wouldn't run the Sakine dancer. I wouldn't do it. You know, so it's amazing. He's such a humble guy. He's so awesome, so friendly. Loves the river, loves people. Awesome guy. He deserves every bit of respect, every bit of love we can give him, and that's amazing that you guys are doing that. I didn't know that, so it's awesome.
I just broke it to him. Well, talk to me a little bit about Substantial Media House. I mean, you kind of switched game. You switched out of the bomb flow thing. You kind of went with your own production company. I love what you're doing. You know, everybody kind of like waits. You know, you guys are kicking out some really cool stuff. I mean, how kind of gratifying is that to be working for yourself and doing that for yourself in the sport?
Yeah, and it's so cool because everywhere I go and travel, I meet people who love Substantial Media House. They love the videos. They like to watch what we're doing. It's crazy, like, and it's awesome because my whole vision behind that is like we're giving it out for free. We're putting it on the internet. The more shares, the more Facebook, whatever, likes, social media craze. That's what we want to do. We want to expose Whitewater. We want to make it possible for us and our friends, everyone to succeed in this business. And I feel like getting our material in front of as many eyes as possible, that's the way to do it. And I feel like we're getting rewarded for it, and that's cool. And man, I just feel the love.
It's good. It's like the surf model, you know, kind of free. Get those videos out there, expose the athletes.
Expose it. Show the world what Whitewater is. Show them that kayaking is not just something you do on a lake. We're going to amazing places, and they're trying to wrap us up.
What are you going to wrap up? We're just talking here, man. You can't wrap up us.